Shea Gillius Alexander, aka SGA, is going to come to the Raptors in the future.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Welcome everyone to another great episode of Tea Time with Tommy. Have the Raptors cup for this Raptors segment. Norbz is looking great without any cup, so it's all good, Norbz. Let's go on, guys. So great to have Norbz back. Of course, I did the episodes with Keem Phillips, the soccer episodes. Tea Time with Tommy. It's good to have Norbz back. Again, good to have you back, buddy, for the Raptors segment. And of course, Britt is not here with us because she's a slacker. But
I miss you, Britt. You're not a slacker.
I love you, Britt. I'm kidding. Britt will be back, guys. She's been really busy with her schedule, but she misses all of you. She apologized, and she will be back to moderate Tea Time with Tommy. Okay, guys. So let's go right to it, Norbz. We're talking about our beloved Toronto Raptors, who didn't even make the play-in tournament this year. What is going on? The Leafs are losing, and the Raptors don't even make the play-in tournament, Norbz. Jays are our only hope. The Blue Jays are our only hope for Toronto right there, guys. Okay, so
as of right now, yes.
Yes, right now, and they're going to fail probably. Okay. Anyways, all right, I'll stop sounding like a sour Sam. I'll let our extraordinaire, Norbz Cabrera, go with question number one first. Norbz, year-end review. Yeah, what do you think, man? My goodness, how this turned out for the Raptors?
Well, it's as expected. They were not going to be a playoff contending team. They're just not in that level, unfortunately. As I mentioned before, this season was some sort of a crossroads because they've traded away Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, and all the other players that they've had before during their championship run.
Schroeder, they gave up Schroeder.
Yeah, and yes, of course, yeah. It was quite a bit of a lot of movers and shakers this year. I mean, Darko Rajakovic was hired as the new coach, so he's had his first year experience now under his belt as a head coach in the NBA. So more to come for him, more expectations for him to make this team better. Offensively, the Raptors were not even there. Like I said, they were just not playing in the same level as the Mavericks of the world or the Cavaliers of the world, and even the Timberwolves or whatnot. I mean, they were just not playing in that level. They were 21st overall points per game. They were I'm just running down the stats here. 16th overall in field goal percentage, 26 in 3-point shooting. So I mean, that goes to show you. I mean, the guys that they have, like they were in a crossroads period. Like they just didn't have the team chemistry because they were always all out of sorts. It'll take a while for this team to gel and to come together. Acquiring Kelly Olynyk and Emmanuel. I forgot his last name. Sorry, help me out here, Tom. Quickly, yes. Quickly. Yeah, the Raptors have acquired really good players. RJ Barrett was added to the team, so they have not built that chemistry yet, but I'm sure they will next season. Hopefully, they'll improve offensively because they got a whole bunch of talent. Scotty Barnes was really good until he got injured at the end of the year. So I mean, the Raptors are almost there, going back into that level, but it'll take some time. It'll take some time for sure to get back in it next season.
You know what, Norb? I'm actually I'm sounding positive lately because once again, I'm positive the Leafs are going to beat the Bruins when the whole Toronto doesn't believe that, including my brother and yourself. that the Leafs will not beat the Bruins. I think they will. So I'm going to sound positive again. This is rare. This is rare for me. If Norbz knows me, for me sounding positive again. But I kind of like how it played out for the Raptors because I mean, even when they had OG, Schroeder, Siakam, we had the core, we had Van Fleet last year. I mean, they weren't going anywhere. Like they weren't like franchise cornerstones. Now they're playing key pivotal roles with the Knicks and with the Pacers, Siakam with the Pacers, OG with the Knicks, because I mean they're key players for championship teams, role players. But I mean, they weren't going to lead us to another title. What since Kawhi left us for the Clippers. So you know what? I think Masai did the right thing. He had to rebuild. Why not? Instead of losing them for free, because I think both OG and Pascal were free agents at the end of this year. Why not get something for them, other than letting them walk, as happened with Fred VanVleet last year? So he made a great move. He got younger with the core. We gave up OG for two great cornerstones in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. We also got Kelly Olynyk, and let me try to pronounce this properly, Norbz. Forgive me, guys. Okai Agabaji, also, and for the future of the Raptors. Plus the fact that we got 3 first-round draft picks coming up this year. The trade with the Pacers, two first-round draft picks, I believe, Norbz, we're going to get this year, and of course, we're going to surround the future Scotty Barnes. So, I mean, it was a right move. We're going to build around Scotty, give him like 2-3 more years to lead us. And that core of RJ, Emmanuel, and Scotty are going to help lead us back to contention, I believe. So it was the right move. It was the right move for Masai. In Masai, we trust, for sure. So, overview, yeah, was it a failure? Absolutely. We were one of the worst teams in the league. But, I mean, we weren't going anywhere with OG and Siakam. All love to both of them. We weren't going anywhere with them. They're not going to lead us to a title. So it was the best move for Masai to do. So yeah, man, I'm sounding positive this week. What's going on, Norbz?
Must have been those soccer podcasts you've done with your buddy.
Oh yeah, Hakeem Gillis, shout out.
Yeah,
I want to have you, Sir Robert, Britt, and Hakeem in one episode one day. See what happens. Go for a little scrap out on Tea Time. Anyway, I'm going off topic. I apologize, Norbz and Tea Time viewers. All right, we'll go to question number 2. Norbz, what should the Raptors do in the offseason?
I think just have the opportunity to try and build a team. Like they're still in a rebuild mode for next season. So I would just say like try to keep the guys intact for next season. I think if I'm not mistaken, Kelly Olynyk was did he sign an extension or is going
I believe
to?
Or he's still under contract.
He's still under contract, right? Yeah. So
I can find that out for you guys.
Yeah, Kelly Olynyk has been a good addition to the Raptors. RJ Barrett, hopefully he can stay. Manuel Quickly, hopefully he can stay. I think they just need to keep the team together. Because they've only played together, in parts of the season last year. So I think that like if they keep the gang together for next season and try to reset, refresh, and also continue on that building a core and improving on certain areas like offensively and in free throws. So I think that they have an opportunity to play a little bit better next season. I think I'm very optimistic about that because this Raptors team, whatever they put on the court, they're always resilient year after year, and they're gonna figure it out. As I said many times before, last season was a transition period. There was a lot of moving parts involved, but I think they figured it out now that where they're at and what their expectations are. So Darko Rajakovic has now the experience, has the tools to really build this team from the ground up and improve on. The game of basketball always evolves with every team. Like there's certain teams that have failed to live the expectations in their history, and then they eventually come back and play a better season. So I mean, like we've seen the Cavaliers, they've had down years. We've seen the teams like the Lakers or the Timberwolves. They've had down years, and they come back to a better team, a better focused team, and a contender. So I think to me that the Raptors have the tools right now to build up from last season and improve much better and stay focused. And it is what it is with the NBA. Like teams always evolve, and the Raptors have that opportunity to evolve.
Oh, well put, Norris. Man, I can't blame you. This is why you're our tea time sports extraordinaire. So yeah, well put. I can't disagree with you that. I mean, yeah, like you said, like just build that core, like you said, Norbs, Scotty and RJ and Emmanuel. Definitely, and Kelly. I like what you said about Olenek. Those four. I put I can't pronounce his name for the love. Okai Agbaji, and two. Those five now, and then you get two first round draft picks. Start to Masai should start to build around those seven. Maybe bring in a couple of veterans, Norbs. I'm thinking not too many, but a couple of veterans that have been there this year, just to show those guys the ropes, the ropes of how to win. You know, bring those veterans, maybe two veterans at max. Bring them in. So we're gonna have another losing season. So Raptors Nation, just brace yourself. We're not making the play-in this year, this coming year. Gary Trent, love the guy, Gary Trent Jr. Shout out to Gary Trent Jr. He's definitely going to be missed. I think he should move on for a contender. He deserves to be on the contender right now, so he's going to move on. I don't think we should extend Gary Trent because I love Gary Trent Jr. and I think he deserves a chance at a title. So he should move on to a championship contender. GTJ, gonna really miss him. Love him. We love him, Norris, but we're gonna miss GTJ. And also, who else? You got Boucher. Maybe time to move on from him. You know, we got a bunch of other players. Maybe we can. Yeah, poor Bruce Brown. You know what? Maybe we could keep Bruce Brown if he's willing. If we pay him enough to just show the youngsters the ropes, how to win, and then he can leave a year later, or maybe at next year's trade deadline. Just a couple of months where he can show us ropes. Now, of course, Bruce Brown deserves to just leave for a contender right now, but I think that's another thing the Raptors besides got to think about. But end of the day, I think the core, just surrounded with a couple of veterans, let them learn another year. I know we're gonna have another losing season, Norbs, and then when they're ready, you got Barrett quickly, and you got Scotty, and you got Kelly Olenek. You know how I like to make banging news for every segment, right, Norbs? I'm gonna do another one, and you're gonna hate me, and all Tea Time will hate me saying this, but Shea Gilgeous Alexander, aka SGA, is going to come to the Raptors in the future. He's coming soon, guys.
But no more Durant, no more Giannis optimism.
No, I'm done with Giannis. Screw that guy. So, one last time, guys. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, aka SGA, will be coming to the Raptors very soon. I said it, guys. Let me say that again because my brother coughed next to me. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, aka SGA, will be coming to the Toronto Raptors very soon. I said it. So you guys can play with that because once again, we're running out of time a little bit. You guys can play with that a little bit. But yeah, so definitely develop them. And then SGA will come and help us win the title. Let that simmer, guys, for now. Let that simmer, Norbs. Well, I'm going to toss it off to you. Let's see. Do we have time left? A little more time. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can also answer this question too, guys. But let's move on to the last question, Norbs. Question number 3. Do you believe Masai Ujiri will get us another NBA title? Do we trust in Masai?
In maybe 5 years, if he's still if he's still an executive with the Raptors.
I'm sorry.
If he's still the president, if the GM stays where he's at, come in the next 3 years, I think that's maybe the goal. Maybe in 3 or 4 years, we'll build a better team. and I do think that they have that opportunity because the Raptors in their history has always built themselves into a contender. They've made the playoffs many times in the past. They built up, from a down year. So it wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me if they go far in about 3 or 4 years time. I mean, like we have some draft picks on the way. Hopefully, we can keep RJ Barrett because he's such a sensational player. Scotty Barnes signed him long term. Like I do think that the Raptors have the right tools to become a contender, and they are pretty good in building up from down years in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they come back to the promised land in about 3 or 4 years time. But with any team out there, you start from the bottom, just like what Drake says. Start from the bottom, and now we're here. Eventually, in about 3 or 4 years, so that's the goal. That should be the goal for the Raptors. They played unbelievable, during their championship run. So yeah, when the opportunity comes, they will excel in it.
Yeah, like I mean, we got time, so I definitely follow up what Norbz said, guys. Totally agree, man. We're just agreeing with everything. What's going on? What's going on this past 2 weeks?
I
It's agree.
I think you've been frustrated with the TTC train this evening. I think you needed some positivity after like getting off the train. I'm sure of that, my friend. I'm sure of that.
No, can't say anything about TTC because maybe they'll sponsor my friend Tommy the movie someday in the future. I can't really say anything bad about them, but listen, uh, I really agree with what you said, Norbs. Like Masai, we trust him. I think it's gonna be 4 or 5 years. You know what? I'm gonna give him maybe 3 years contention, maybe not five
Yeah.
years. But Norbs, you're right. It could be 5 years, it could be 6 years. However long Scotty's under contract with us. First off, I trust in Masai. We cannot lose this guy. He is just amazing at drafting players like Scotty Barnes. Kudos to Masai. I had no idea who this guy was. I wanted, oh man, who's that guy from Orlando? Suggs? His name is Suggs, like the Terrell Suggs were Suggs. Like
Terrible.
I want him. Because from Gonzaga, National Player of the Year. We went for Scotty Barnes. So this guy knows. Masai knows what to do. So Masai, we trust. I hope us Raptors Nation should give him as much patience as possible. He knows what he's doing. I used to be really hard on him because we didn't get James Harden, Kevin Durant, and of course, Norbs there was I'm an idiot. I deserved it. I was wrong. I'll admit it. Right now, guys, tea time to the public. I was wrong. But I trust him. I really, really okay. You know what? Giannis thing was ridiculous. I kept saying he's coming to Toronto. He's not. However, SGA, Shea Gillis Alexander. I know I'm driving you guys nuts again. I'm driving you nuts again, Norbs, with this. But he's from the GTA. He balled in the GTA. He's from Hamilton. He's Canadian, loves his country, bleeds red and white. I am not saying he's gonna come next year to us, right? OKC's having amazing year, best team in the league. Why would he leave that, right? But I mean, someday in his prime, not just like when he's 40 years old, when his prime, he's going to want to lead us to a title. He saw what Kawhi did for us in 2019. He's been a Raptors fan since he was a kid. So I mean, SGA, like, okay, I'll tell you what, you got to agree with me here, Norris. I think it's a better chance for SGA to come to the Raptors than Connor McDavid coming to the Leafs. Am I not correct?
Well, if MLSC can invest more to the team, I wouldn't be surprised if they do sign a star player like SGA. So it could be an expectation for MLSC to invest more in the Raptors, like what they do with the Maple Leafs. They own basically Toronto, the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment people. So it wouldn't be surprised if they invest more in the Raptors and like build a really solid team for years to come. It wouldn't surprise me if they sign a star player in the future. So, yeah, there it is. A goal for MLSC to invest more in the team.
Sorry about that, Norbs. Yeah, I mean, like, because I think it's more realistic. I'm sure Norbs, you'll agree, and Tea Time viewers will agree. I think it's more realistic SGA to come to the Raptors because I mean McDavid coming to the Leafs. See, hockey players. I'm not saying SGA is not loyal. He'll probably retire on Thunder, right? But hockey players are very loyal to their teams, so it's hard for them to peel them away unless you trade them, unless they demand to trade, which is rare. John Tavares signing was rare for the Leafs. However, SGA, I mean, this guy loves the Raptors. He grew up cheering for the Raptors during the Vince Carter era, like he stated in the documentary. So, I mean, you never know. Like, hey, if OKC nosedives after this year, nothing's improving. SGA is looking around saying, well, what are we doing, right? And hopefully Sam Presti, I shouldn't hope this, but hopefully Sam Presti will make the same mistakes he made with his old team, the Harden, Westbrook, and Durant, and give up one of the star players for nothing because they can't pay him. Hopefully the owner's still cheap. The owner of the OKC Thunder, who let Harden go because he didn't want to pay $2 million. And then, man, never know. Like, all besides to do his best to keep that core of Scotty, Emmanuel, RJ together, and Kelly too, because Kelly and RJ are teammates. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be in the Olympics, so they could be talking SGA and being like Kelly and RJ could be like, "Oh man, come play with us in Toronto, SGA." You know, like after you do your thing, OKC, come with us, man. Don't extend the contract. Play the Raptors.
Isn't that collusion? Isn't that like against the NBA policy?
Yeah, what LeBron
to try
and
to
Kate
scout
and
out players?
Bosh and Dwayne Wade were doing for you, and I guarantee Steph Curry's going to do that with LeBron on that USA roster for the Olympics.
Oh please, LeBron's gonna retire. He's not going to play more than a year.
Hating on LeBron.
He'll be done by next year.
My brother
Guaranteed.
hates on LeBron. Everyone hates on LeBron. I love LeBron. Like, come on, second greatest player of all time. What's going on?
He's going to be playing until his legs flop on him, like on him.
Oh, jeez.
And it will be something.
No, but it was running out of time here. But I apologize for this time limit to Norbz and Tea Time viewers. I'll make sure I prolong it next time. But no, real quickly, yeah, you never know. So, Norbz, real quickly, do you have a final thing? Any final thoughts? Don't make it an hour long, but I'll give you the floor for the last final thoughts.
Well, in addition to your freezing, I'm hoping that I'm not freezing in this.
You froze. I didn't freeze. Anyways, continue.
Sure.
Continue. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, the Maple Leafs should just continue on. Oh, sorry, I'm not even talking about the Maple Leafs. Duh. We're talking about the Raptors here. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Just we're so excited about the Maple Leafs playoffs right now.
I'm
not. Yeah, I mean the Raptors again, like they have a solid foundation. They're still in a rebuild mode, so it's the expectation for them is to just refresh, rejuvenate, get back out there, and try to win more ball games. They're 25-57 last season, so hopefully next year they'll play better. Maybe a 500 club, playing in a different level compared to last year. Improve offensively is the name of the game for them next year to improve on, and just build a solid foundation. The Raptors right now, they're still building. They're still building up another team for years to come. So the opportunity is there. The goal is there for them to really reignite that the whole franchise and make the fans happy because. Yeah, like I said before, they always try to manage to build up from down years, and they improve on. So it's just another period in Raptors history for them to do that. For sure, they'll do well.
SGA, come win the second title for us. You will be an icon for life, like Kawhi is. SGA and dine, like Kawhi and dine. Anyways, no, well put, Norbz. But yeah. Definitely, I want to first, thank you, Norbz, coming on, being the awesome, amazing host you are, and thank you, Tea Time viewers, for joining us. Don't forget, guys, Tea Time merch link below. Tea Time merch link below. Best merch in the world, right, Norbz? So, Tea Time merch link below, guys. Please like and subscribe, and please support us so that Norbz and I can get unlimited free season tickets from the Raptors once we hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm kidding. Okay. Just please. Sorry. So, what were you gonna say, Norbz? real quick, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up. Yeah.
Please
Go ahead.
subscribe and like, guys, below. Thank you, guys. I'm sure Britt will join us. Hopefully, next episode. After missing 15 episodes. I'm just kidding, but Norbz, Cabrera, Tommy Lee, Raptors, SJ coming to Toronto. Signing out.
Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Tommy going on about how an NBA star is just going to make the Raptors win when it's not. But make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, guys.